I'm Jeff Hunterlock, District Rep, District 40, Operating Engineers up in Humboldt and Del Norte County. We are doing a tour of the training center for the operating engineers here in Rancho Murrieta. I'd say about 30 folks are from Humboldt. We have a couple offshore wind companies with a couple representatives. I think things are going well.
Our apprenticeship program is anywhere from 4,400 hours to 8,400 hours, depending on your branch of training. We bring people in that have zero experience in construction, and we bring them out here for 6 weeks, give them some basic training. We house them, we feed them. It costs nothing to go through our apprenticeship program. So during their apprenticeship, they come back to school once a year for 2 weeks for upgrade training. They get all their certifications. By the time they journey out, they're well qualified operating engineers, and we're glad that you guys are here so we can show you our site.
During that 6 weeks, the students will rotate between all the different classes. You can see different areas. We have different classes going on. Scrapers, smaller excavators, paving machines, bulldozers, things like that. They spend a week at a time and they rotate through the tractors. They learn how to start them, how to check the oils, everything. Once they go out as first step, they'll go work a certain amount of hours out there, and their coordinators will then hook up with them after they've gotten their required hours in and say, it's time to send you back for some more training, for finer detailing work. From the grade setting end of it, how to read the stakes, how to be efficient and operate. What their goal is to receive a certificate that when they journey out will be in their file, so that they can be the people that our dispatchers can send out knowing that this person has met the requirements as being in a journeyman situation.
You know, some of the people that came through, you know, they're breaking cycles in their families. That's right. You know, of drugs and gangs and, you know, all sorts of stuff where they had nothing, and they come to us, and to watch them from day one, where they're just like these meek little people just trying to break a cycle. And 3.5 years later, they've journeyed out and they have a career and they're buying homes and they're taking care of families. It's super rewarding. Yeah, I mean, the apprenticeship changes so many people's lives and so many people don't even know about it.
We need to think not only about the environment, but the ethics of what we're doing with labor. And a place like this can help train people to cross over. You know, I work with dislocated workers. I think that we have an amazing opportunity in the state of California to take workers that are at risk and make sure they're trained safely in a place like this and employed into the new economy to helping the environment. And we need to make sure our policy leaders are providing avenues and understand those of us who are working to make sure that this happens correctly and that there are places like this. This is one of the best training facilities in the country. And it's free to labor workers. And then employers can hire people to do the jobs and know that they'll be done right the first time.
There haven't been big offshore construction logistical projects in the California offshore environment. So there's a number of new skills that will have to be, both the supply chain will have to be developed in terms of contractors, in terms of workforce. So that's going to be new, and in developing that supply chain will take some doing. And it'll be a challenge. It'll be, a solvable challenge, but it will be a challenge. And we as a company are deeply committed to working with the unions to solve those challenges.
You know, we've been working up in Humboldt County since early 2018, building a local relationship with Redwood Coast Energy Authority and other local stakeholders there. So I've been talking to Jeff for a number of years now, and he's been helping me to understand the capabilities of OE3 and the types of partnerships that we can develop to bring this project forward. So Jeff's been a tremendous partner in helping to articulate the role that local labor in general can play, and specifically OE3, in helping to build the port, helping to move components around, and really make this project possible. I mean, it's impressive to just look around and see all of the activity, all the machines, all the workers, and really great to see all the training happening here. We're talking about building new and innovative projects, but projects are made by people, and look forward to working with your trained workers to help us bring this project forward?
It's just an exciting time to see offshore wind come to Humboldt and come to the North Coast. It's great to be here in the OE3 Training Center, which is just a fantastic facility. Great opportunity to bring new skills to the Humboldt area, the North Coast.
Transitioning our economy to a clean energy economy with the speed that we have to do it to stave off the worst impacts of climate change is going to require hard work and a lot of work, and we're going to need a skilled workforce to be able to do it. So glad to be out here to check out these machines and check out the people who have the skills to operate them. Advancing the new economy is not going to be easy. We're going to have to build it, and we need to make sure that the people who build it have the skills to be able to do it safely, efficiently, and with the environmental protections that'll benefit us all.
We're really excited about offshore wind, the possibility of jobs it's going to bring to local communities, particularly when you talk about PLAs and local hiring. We're also excited about the idea of having just clean energy for California and hopefully creating a resilient green economy for all. You know, a lot of what my nonprofit does is work with transitional age youth, ages 17 through 21, people looking to get into the trades early. And part of it is just making sure there's opportunity for all, that they can understand it's a long-term career that provides good pay, good benefits, and, you know, if you do the job right, it can provide for your family as well. And I think a lot of what we've seen here today at the training center really gets at that and makes sure that people can do their jobs effectively, safely, and, you know, to build a union is to do it right.
The Blue Green Alliance brings labor and environmental groups together to address climate issues in a way that creates good jobs. I've worked a lot with the operating engineers. I have worked a lot with both their apprenticeship programs, with their journeymen, as well as with the trades all around, and clearly realize their ability to bring the skill set that you need to ensure that projects are done on time and safely. If anything, I think just being here sort of continues to illustrate and strengthen that belief that the operating engineers and labor in general can really deliver the folks you need to deliver on jobs. As we look at building the clean economy, I think that this grouping of people are the right folks to do it. I also think as we think of addressing the clean economy, just the ability to create transformational jobs that are transformational both for the economy, for communities, and for families themselves. Excited that we're part of this.
We want to ensure that we're ready and that we have a trained workforce and we have the trades and skills necessary to accommodate and build all of the various infrastructure projects that are coming through the pipeline. And there are a lot of, especially with the passing of the infrastructure bill and other projects happening throughout the state, it's critical that we have the people and that those individuals are trained. And that's what we're here to discuss today as a group and as stakeholders, is to ensure that we're all doing our part to support this process so that we're equipped and ready and flexible to go as soon as these projects go live. Environmental concerns and impacts and development and construction projects do not have to be adversarial. The relationship can be collaborative between the two. A good construction project is managed with little environmental impact, and environmental impacts can be mitigated through good construction and development projects, which can help to improve livelihoods in our economy. They are both necessary for each other to work.
We're looking at, putting people to work in Humboldt, correct? I mean, really, that's, HSU, we got the student housing, we got the offshore wind. But we can have folks from Humboldt County working in Humboldt County and not having to drive and stay out of town and make their money and spend their money in other places. You see, that's the whole kicker. The older guys are getting older and the new people are coming in, and we got to start right now. Otherwise, we're not going to have the workforce trained and ready and skilled. Work with me and work with our political department, work with our officer in charge on getting these things done.